In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how you can use Claude to start printing money with YouTube automation. So I'm going to be sharing with you strategies that my own one-on-one students have been using to scale up to $10, $20, $30,000 months on their channels. So what we're going to be talking about in this video is how to use Claude for some of the main components of making your videos and building your channel. So niche selection, ideation, titling, and analysis. So we're going to dive right in, no gatekeeping involved. Let's go. So niche selection with Claude. Okay, we obviously want to find high demand niches because if there's not high demand, people are not going to want to watch your videos. And we want to make sure that there's a decent to high CPM or RPM so you can make money with those videos that you're releasing. So how do we use Claude to do this, right? So the first thing we're going to want to do is give it the right prompt. So give me 20 high interest evergreen niches for my new faceless channel that has 5K a month potential. Okay, pretty simple, but it is a good exercise for you to do. And so what this is going to allow us to do is it's going to allow us to instantly get back a whole bunch of different options. So not only is this showing us, and I can just zoom in, it's sharing with us the CPMs, which translates to the RPMs, and then it also shares us the level of competition, right? Because you want to find niches where there's high interest and medium to low competition, and that difference is going to be the opportunity in the market. So if you scroll down, you're going to see many different options ranked by tier, and so you can just pick any of them. Now, because this is just a copy of what I've already done before, I can't click on these, but when you run the same exercise, you can click on them, and it's going to give you an even more detailed breakdown, right? And so again, it's going to give you explanations as well as to, why these niches in particular are potentially viable for you, what's working, so on and so forth, right? So if you want to just simply get niches that you can pursue for your channel, this is one way to go about doing it. Now, you can pick the channel, you can dive deeper into it, so on and so forth. Don't overcomplicate this. So let's say that one of the example channels that we came across from this exercise was talking about abandoned places, kind of like the channel Forgotten Towns. So what I want to share with you now is the next steps of the process. So let's say that we need to pick topics for our videos, which you'd be starting to do after you set up your channel. So how are we going to use Claude to be able to come up with topics? So one of the big things is you want to see what's working on the market, but you don't want to just straight copy it because then your video is not going to be any extra valuable to viewers than what's already there in most cases. So what you want to do is you want to create adjacent topics so that taps into the demand in the market for what's working, but is not a replica, meaning that there is new inherent value to the videos. So the way that I do it and the way that I share with my private one-on-one clients is I actually get them to use this prompt in Claude. So I say, look at the channel. So for example, let's say that this was even just one of your reference channels in your niche. You would just simply take a screenshot of, the top performing 10, 20, 30 videos on the channel, and then you'd enter it in, as you can see here, as the image. Now you can't see this because this is just me going back to reference, but the whole point is you would share the screenshot and you would share this prompt as one entry into Claude. And so what it's going to do is it's going to start to understand what's working, right? So the listicle nature, visual identity of the popular brands. And so then it's going to also analyze what's worked and why it's worked. And then it's going to give you some different topics that you can pursue. So if this is your channel, you can get it to analyze your own and give you ideas. If this is the channel in your niche that you like, you can also just, do that screenshot of them and then get some extra topics based on what's working. So you can do any of these, or you can say, hey, I just need more options and get it to give you 10, 20, 50, 1,000 more, right? So again, this just takes the stress out of picking topics if you just don't know how to come up with those outlier topics that have unique value in the market. Now, once you have your topic of your video, you're going to need a title, right? So let's talk about creating titles. So let's say that the video that we selected that we want to make is 9 Pennsylvania towns that quietly disappeared. Okay, so this is a good title, right? This is definitely going to be a good title regardless of if we take action on it or not. But you may be sitting there thinking, well, this is not actually exactly the title that I want for my channel, right? And so here's what we can do. I didn't obviously pull in the right thing, so we're just going to do this in real time. So you can say something like this. Give me 10 other title options for a YouTube video on Pennsylvania towns. And so the whole point around this, because you're probably thinking, well, if that one title is good, why would I do this? You can A/B test, right? Because sometimes certain titles tend to work better than others, and we want to optimize for the views on our videos by using the packaging that works best, and we don't know that unless we test. Also, on top of that, maybe you're not even in love with the title that you originally came up with, and seeing other options maybe make you think, hey, this is actually better. 9 towns that vanished and nobody noticed. Well, maybe that's much more compelling than that quietly disappeared. Or hidden in plain sight. Maybe that's something that interests you. Or towns that were wiped off the map. That sounds pretty aggressive and interesting. Sometimes you just need to see other options to know if there's something better out there. Okay, so once you've done that exercise, the next part is analysis. Now, personally, I think that this is the coolest part of the process. So if you are enjoying this so far, and as new updates for Claude and other LLMs come out, I'm going to make videos on them. So hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And if you also want, you can access my free training in this video's description. Okay, so how do we use Claude to basically build out a content plan and analyze our channel? So what you can do is the following. You can ask Claude to provide yourself a channel analysis for your channel. So we just use this example channel. Then provide me with a 30-day content plan for the channel. So what this is going to do is it's going to look at the performance of the channel, so how much it's grown, the total views for the month, how many videos it posted, etc., etc. It's going to show you which videos did the best. It's going to talk about different channels in the niche, so it's going to do market analysis for you. And here's what I love. It's going to actually share with you what you should be able to glean from your channel, right? So your Zillow listing videos show healthy experimentation. You have 21 long videos and 0 shorts. Videos on other competitors like Google Maps won't show you is a breakout opportunity, so on and so forth, right? And so what it's able to do is it's able to look at your best videos, your best topics, other topics in the market. I probably wouldn't be making shorts, so I'd probably ignore this aspect of things. But outside of this, you can see that it's laying you out a framework of topics for the next month. So if you're someone that's sitting there thinking, hey, like, I'm really just getting overwhelmed with this whole process. I just want to know what videos to make. I can run them through VidRush or get my editor to make them. This is going to be a really good opportunity for you. And it's even saying some of them we're testing, right? So maybe we have lower expectations for these ones, so on and so forth. And so again, just reminders of how to make your thumbnails, different title hooks, how you could potentially monetize the channel, and there's some other summary notes, right? So this is something that takes a few seconds for Claude to generate, and then you can use that month over month, keep submitting it in your channel handle. It'll keep creating new content plans month over month, giving you new analysis based on what's worked in the last month and what hasn't, so on and so forth. And if you want my copy and paste strategy to build your own $5,000 a month faceless YouTube channel, click on this next video.